At this time, I would like to call upon the chair, Patricia Alexander, and co-chair. Now, I call her Michelle. I don't know no Yolanda. Michelle, Daniel, and also our other co-chair, Dorothy Giles, could not be here. But at this time, we want to proceed with the presentation. Again, we're changing the order. Kids, parents, guardians, please don't leave. We want to take a group picture with them, and also we want you to enjoy some of those finger foods back there. So please don't leave. Let's hang around. We'll try to get through within an hour. Let's hang around and just fellowship with each other, and all the adults. Let's congratulate these young people. So at this time, I'd like to call on our chair, Patricia Alexander, as well as co-chair, Michelle Daniel, and we will call out their names. I don't know how they're going to do that, but I also want my wife up here to shake hands as I shake your hand. Honey, they're low. So, come on up, honey. And as they call out your names, and you can go back to your seat, and I guess the photographer who said that he wanted to take a picture with all of them, just hang around, and when we finish that part, as well as the other parts, then we'll call you all up and we'll take a photo. Patricia, Michelle, be ready. Where you all want Deborah and I standing? Over here? Come on. Put on the hot spot too.
Again, good evening. I'm Yolanda Michelle Daniel for Mayor Lowe. That's what he said. This is the chair, Ms. Patricia Alexander. Again, we want to welcome you all here tonight for this great occasion. I'm going to title this Marvelous Monday. You know, Mondays are that Monday that sometimes you just can't make it through, but this is a marvelous Monday because we are celebrating the accomplishments of students where they have worked hard all year and it pays off. So let's give them a round of applause at this time. Okay, so the Marvelous Monday and Magnificent Students. Now when I call your name, we want you to come forward. You will see, we'll just make it receive a line like this here. Now I did practice some of the names. If I get it wrong, just blame it to me. I am older as well, so correct me, and that's okay. So we are giving out 33 student awards. That is to be commended. We thank you guys for your support. So with that being said, we'll go ahead and get started. The first student is Shakenzie Alexander.
Do you have anyone here? Mom, you need to come up and help your daughter out. You don't want to fall again. Congratulations. I'm going to give it to you. Come on, Mom. Congratulations.
Elena Andrews. Shakenzie Alexander is a student at Central High School where she graduated, and she will be attending the University of Alabama, Birmingham. Elena, Central High School, will be attending Auburn University, and actually she's one of our 2016 awardees, so we're recognizing her tonight. Keith Baker. State Kalia Brooks, Glenwood High School, University of Alabama. Jonathan Caldwell, Glenwood High School, Columbus State University. He's out of town tonight. Lawrence Combs, Central High School, Chattanooga Community College. Quinetta Deloney, Central High School, University of Alabama, Birmingham. Callie Donahue, Central High School, Judson College. Sierra Eastridge, Central High School, Auburn University.
Parents, you need to walk up with the kids. We'll get the ones that didn't come. So, you know who you are. You don't know who
So,
you are.
Raina Hall. Raina. Okay, Raina. Raina will be attending the University of South Alabama Central High School. Kenyatta Hood, Troy University. Troy University. Congratulations. Catherine Jackson, Central High School, will be attending Auburn University. Teal Johnson, Central High School, Shelton State Community College. Brant Knox, Central High School, Chattanooga Community College. Jordan Langdon, Central High School, Auburn University. Cora Lawrence, Central High School, University of Alabama. Devin Matthews, Central High School, University of the Cumberlands. Houston Nelson, Glenwood High School, will be attending Auburn University. Cara Obert, Glenwood High School, Auburn University. Eric Robinson Jr., Central High School, the University of Alabama. Cassidy Sharp, Glenwood High School, Chattahoochee Valley Community College. Jill Sharp, Glenwood High School, University of Montevallo. Allison Shiver, Central High School. State College. Parker Slappy, Glenwood High School, will be attending Southern Union State Community College. Kaylin Sparks, Central High School, will be attending Tennessee State University. Marcus Stinson Jr., Central High School, University of Alabama. Kaylin Taylor, Central High School, University of Alabama. Hannah Willis, Central High School, Auburn University. James C. White III, Central High School, Chattahoochee Valley Community College. Zaria Wiltshire, Tuskegee University. Jenna Wilson, Glenwood High School. Jenna will be attending Chattahoochee Valley Community College. We have 3 more left, and before I call their names, these are our top performing students. So we're going to call their names, and they're going to come out we first have up this year, our first year, we have a scholarship that is named Mayor Eddie and Deborah Lowe Scholarship. And we wanted to honor them for the hard work that they've done for this community. He didn't know about it. This is a right. This is the first inaugural Mayor Eddie and Deborah Lowe Scholarship. And this is for our the second best in GPA and all-around application, okay? And that person is Mackenzie Moorfield. Mackenzie was a student at Glenwood High School, and she will be attending Auburn University. Merit Awards this year, which is titled the Mary Jane Rowley Scholarship, will be awarded to Monica S. McNeil, Central High School, the University of Alabama. We also have an endowment for the University of Alabama. This year's scholarship awardee for the University of Alabama endowment will go to, this is the first inaugural as well, so yeah, I'm sorry. Yeah. Asia McCants. Again, let's congratulate all 33 students.
Thank you all. Let me tell you, they pretty much know who I am. If I had known that they know, there was no way they would have done that. But again, you all tricked me, didn't know anything about it, but we are so appreciative to be able to give these kids. I'm going to do a point of privilege here, if you don't mind. I'd like to introduce a couple of people. The first one is our superintendent, Randy Whips. Randy, I want you to come up and say a few words, put you on the spot. And also, Mr. Mitchell could not be here today. His wife has had the surgery, Glenwood headmaster. I talked with him today, saw him, he could not be here. And after Randy say a few words, I'd like to call upon Dave White, who is our chancellor here, vice chancellor here at Troy University. Randy, our superintendent of our Phenix schools.
Thank you, Mayor Lowe, and boy, it's great to see all of you again. So many of you we just saw a few weeks ago walk across the field there at Garrett Harrison Stadium, and we're so very proud of all of your accomplishments. Regardless of the school that you attended last year, you're going to do great things. I want to thank Mayor Lowe and the committee for the vision, for the foresight to establish something as this. And I can attest from being from other places, other people do not do these things. So hats off to Mayor Lowe and to the committee. Great job. We're so very excited. By the way, young people, there is a shortage in the field of education. So we encourage all of you to get an education degree and come back and see us in about 2.5, 3 years, okay? Thank you, Mayor. Appreciate it.
Dave White, Vice Chancellor here at Troy University here in Phenix City.
Well, just about 30 seconds of remarks. And the first thing to say is, aren't celebrations like this incredible? because they're all about achievement, and they're all about our future. And you see among you the leaders of tomorrow, of our community and other communities. And it's a powerful message of how strong education can be for all of us, how uplifting and equalizing it can be. And thank you to the mayor, his wife, and the committee for this wonderful, wonderful program that gets bigger every year, that allows us to reward more and more of our students every year, and I think points the way to a very bright future for our community. Thank you.
This is very good. We're going to try to be through, like I said, within an hour, no longer than an hour. But at this time, I'd like to call on our council member, Arthur Day, who works very, very hard for this committee. Arthur, now let me say this, and he knows I can do this. He has a tendency to talk a lot. I know. Now, Arthur, I got a bell in my pocket. If you go over, I'm going to ring it, okay? No, come on up, Arthur, and say a few words.
I'd like to say good afternoon to everyone, and I'm just honored to be a part of this great organization headed by Mayor Lowe and the committee. As he stated a few minutes ago, I don't mind working for young folks. I sat there and looked, I observed. I said, these are folks, you're looking at your doctors, your lawyers, your teachers. These are folks going to take over and run this community and going to do a better job than we are doing. As we sit there, we need to get behind our young folks, support them, help them in every way we possibly can. And I'd like to say to Mayor Lowe and the committee, thank you for giving me this opportunity to just say good afternoon. Thanks.
When we cut up like that at this time. So now, at this time, nonprofit, we would like to call upon the nonprofit, and again, you know, in order for us to be the right person, to get the right person, you have to be the right person. There are a lot of needs in Phenix City as well as every community. Being able to help these nonprofit agencies that lay it on the line, that doesn't get much money from the outside or from the state, but they are an integral part of Phenix City by helping these people in our community who are less fortunate than we are. You know, your life can change like that. Who knows, it could be us today. So let's not take that for granted. And again, to all the nonprofit agencies, this is the first year I think that we've been able to give this many. But let me say this, and this much. Also, I know the kids, I hope you open the envelope, but each kid outside of 2, right? 3? Each kid, the 3 that, each kid is able to get $1,200 to be paid for the Mary Jane Riley Scholarship is $2,500. It's something that the committee wanted to do because Mary Jane Riley was very special to our school system and to this community. That scholarship is awarded $2,500. The new one that they pull out the bag is $1,700. And the endowment from the University of Alabama is how much? $12.89. Now let me say this. We started this endowment last year. It's perpetuity. It's 100% match. It wasn't supposed to start until the next year, but we're fortunate to be, and it will continue to grow. And again, the goal of this committee is to have a endowment for every 4-year college in the state of Alabama. Even when I'm long gone and we're long gone. And it's going to take you all to keep this going. So now at this time, I'd like to call back up on the chair and the vice chair to call upon the recipients for the nonprofit agency that does a lot landing on the line every day to help the less fortunate in our community.
Good evening. And again, congratulations and thanks to our nonprofit organization. Our first one is Social Justice and Concern Outreach Program. Each one will be receiving $1,100. Communities of Transformation. Project Green Light. Russell County Child Advocacy Center. Crisis Center of Russell County. Children and Family Connection. Tears. Phenix City Housing Authority. United to Save Ourselves. And E3 Enrichment Services. Congratulations. Again, thank you.
Again, thank you all so much. This is, as I stated, one of the most intrinsically rewarding things I've been a part of. As you see, the cause is bigger than any of us. Again, I want to continue to challenge you. But all of this would not be possible without you, the citizens of this outstanding community. But also, I have a very special group of people who lay on the line. We started meeting in January, but we are going to start meeting earlier. Plan things, and we are hoping and praying that this continues to grow and grow. The more we grow, the more we can bless these young people and these agencies. And in January, we do the dual enrollment program at Central High School as well as Glenwood, to be able to give those kids a head start in college. So some of those kids has been able to go to college as a sophomore because they've taken the dual enrollment. We've been able to bless a lot of kids with that. Last year, just in this community, our junior college received $19,219 from the funds that we raised last year for Mayor's Ball. This year coming up, the process will start in October, November, the interviewing at Glenwood and Central. And those kids who are taking dual enrollment class, we will pay for those classes. while they are getting ready to go to college. One of the greatest things that we have in the state of Alabama. But just from tonight, from scholarship, we have awarded $42,400 just for scholarship. Agencies, we awarded $12,100. So just tonight alone, we've awarded $52,500 from over the last 4 years. We have awarded in scholarships over $130,000. In fact, $130,400 that we've been able to award in scholarships, 4 scholarships. Again, that number will go up when we announce the endowment that hopefully in a few weeks that goes strictly for scholarships. So it's an amazing community where everyone can be a part. They have a huge impact. So we've been very, very faithful with the money. No one gets paid at all. You have expenses, but over the past 4 years, we've raised over $300,000 to nonprofit agencies over the last 4 years. We've been able to award $30,100 in dual enrollment. Thus far, we've been able to award $19,000. Now, of the $19,214 that I mentioned that went to the CVCC last year, that was dual enrollment as well as scholarships. So again, we are being stewards of the money. No one gets paid. I know the nuances out there, but I want to challenge you all. Please, let's help make this a success year after year, even when we're long gone. This is not about me. This is not about this committee. It's about what we do for these young people and these agencies in the community, and we can't apologize for that. But I want to mention this special group. I'm not going to, I don't know who all was here, but I do know we have several ones that are not here. So everybody on the committee, please stand. Stand. Please stand. Now, let me say this again, and Keith been knowing me a while. He knows I am direct. We do have a diverse group on the committee. So please don't go out spreading things. We have a diverse group. I stated earlier that we have several people that could not be here tonight. And regardless of that, I stated earlier, it's not about me, it's not about you, it's not about this committee. It's about these young people and the people who are less fortunate than we are. That's what we need to keep our eyes on, okay? So I'm asking you all, let's continue to do that, because this is one of the greatest things. No other city does that. No other city is trying to get endowment from the city. We're blessed. So to the committee members and to my wife, where is she? She's somewhere working. We thank you all for being a part of this. And what time is it? Are we pretty much on time? It's 6:50? Anything that I missed? Anybody want to know about the money in the audience? Because I want to clear this up where we can move on and continue to bless people. Yeah, the endowment amount, it's perpetuity. It lasts forever. You have to put in at least $25,000. We were able to do that last year. That's perpetuity. That'll be here in Phenix City for a kid from Central or Glenwood. From now on, when we're long gone, to be able to get help with education. Now, is that not a great thing? That's awesome. In a few weeks, we will be announcing another one. And again, the goal for this committee, and we all will be long gone, is that every 4-year college in the state of Alabama will have an endowment, which means we're going to need your help where we can continue to do that. Congratulations to all the young people. We have a bright future in this country. Phenix City is proud of all of you, and to the parents and grandparents and the parents that did not come up with their kids to take the photo. Y'all thought I was going to forget, right? You know who you were. We want you to come up first, and then after that, we'll take a photo. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
We'll take a photo of all the recipients for the Mayor's Scholarship, as well as the nonprofit. So with that said, we bless food. So let's go fellowship and enjoy each other. And let's remember, we have a high calling on our lives to be able to help others. And I want to continue to challenge you. Let's continue to make this a success when we're long gone. Because what we do today will echo into eternity. Thank you all so much.
Normally we would award the recipients at the council meeting, but we had 34 recipients for scholarships, and we had 11 nonprofit agencies that we awarded tonight. And as you notice, this is bigger than any of us. Anybody who tries to undermine this or cut this, you have to question their heart, because this is bigger than any of us. When you can give kids an opportunity to get an education, and when you can give to agencies that help people in this community that's less fortunate than us, how can you not be for that? We have raised this money, we are giving this money back to the community, and this is bigger than any of us. And tonight, just tonight alone, we have awarded $54,500 to these agencies and kids. And in a few weeks, we will be announcing an endowment. So the cause is bigger than any of us, and this is one of the most intrinsically rewarding things I've ever been a part of. And so I'm just asking to the community, even when I'm long gone, even when they're long gone, let's continue to do this for our community. Because when you give a chance to get a reward back, and that reward is to raise in the level of Phenix City, and I am so grateful for that.